Hey folks, this is Matt once again, and I had done this before, filmed this before, but it was a little bit long of a video, so I wanted to condense it. So here I am showing, you didn't see the first video, but showing it again is a DVD update. Got some of my taxes back, and I put half of it away for safekeeping. The other half I decided to grab a bunch of stuff, and GoHastings, which is the majority of this, had free shipping. And a lot of these movies were $1.50, $2, that sort of thing. So I got a lot of movies. There might be a part two, a little bit, a couple days, maybe in a week, for the rest of the stuff to come in. It should be like one more package. But real quick, first I'm going to start with a gift that I received. And then before that, because the gift I received was from a guy from the UK, which made me think of there's another person a long time ago, probably a year ago or so, someone had given me these four films from the UK. And I don't remember that person's name because I had gotten them and then I put them and I forgot about them. So there are these movies. Enemy at the Gates. He just asked if he didn't tell me what the movies were, but hey, I liked your stuff. I'll send you some movies. I'm like, okay. Send me this Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, which I'm not a fan of, but he sent it to me, so that was nice. Outlaw with Sean Bean. Just sort of like kind of like a soldier comes back. Just maybe kind of like a Walking Tall. Well, not really like Walking Tall, but yeah. I'm not a fan of Sean Bean, but I'll give it a look. I'll try. And Dead Man's Shoes. For that person out there, if you let me know who you are, I do apologize because my memory is shitty. It was a long time ago I received them, and then it just got lost along the way, and I do apologize for that. In order to make it up, if that person lets me know, I will review one of these films for him. But if you're out there, let me know, and I do apologize. And I will review one of these films for you if you let me know who you are. So I felt bad for that, so I wanted to let that out. Plus, be truthful on my dumbness, my shitty memory. And then what reminded me of that was another person, Ben, aka Exodus1, very nice guy, sent me these films for free. He's also from the UK. He knows I'm a fan of this. I had this on DVD-R, but he sent the actual DVD of Dark Angel, also known as I Come in Peace. So that was nice of him that he sent me the actual DVD of it. That was very cool. A film I don't know much about, Lawn Dogs. I know he wanted me to watch this film, so I will review this film. Has Sam Rockwell, Christopher McDonald, and Kathleen Quinlan. Something about a guy who mows rich people's lawns for a living. So I guess he's a lawnmower man. Becomes friends with a 10-year-old, but then finds out the innocent kid turns to be a very dangerous friend. So I don't know if this is a comedy or a thriller. Might be a thriller, so I don't know what this movie will be like, but I'll definitely give it a shot. Probably be my next review. This film, which I remember seeing a long time ago, Cube. I remember the ending not being my cup of tea. I didn't like how it ended, but I remember liking the rest of the film. So it'll be interesting to see this again. So it was very nice of him. I didn't know this was coming. This was a surprise. And he asked me, hey, are there any UK, DVDs only in UK you want me to send? And this was one that I thought of. Dumb me, if I would have thought of it, I would have said Automatic with Oliver Gruner, because that's on VHS. I like Automatic with Olivier Gruner. Oliver Gruner, I really like that movie, but apparently it's only on DVD in the UK. But still, this guy was nice enough to send this. Hellraiser 3, Hell on Earth. And it's uncut. The US version, I have no features, but this is the uncut version. This has audio commentary with the director Anthony Hitchcock and star Doug Bradley. Under the Skin, Doug Bradley on Hellraiser 3. Racing Hell on Earth, interview with director Anthony Hitchcock. On-set interviews with Clive Barker and Doug Bradley, trailer, still gallery, a lot of features. And I actually don't mind this film, so it'll be really cool. And Anthony Hitchcock's, judging from the commentary I listened to on Jill the Ripper, good commentary. He was going to do one with Zach Gallagher on a Watcher 1 and 2, but for some reason that didn't happen. That pisses me off. But definitely look forward to the features on that. So thank you once again, Ben, or Exodus1. It was very kind of you to do so. Then get into some of the stuff I got. These three things I got at Best Buy because I had to get a CD player. Because for some reason, I don't know, I get CD players, they work well, and then for some reason after a couple months to a year, you put a CD, any CD in, and it just doesn't work for some reason. I have no idea why, but I had to get a CD player, so I went to Best Buy. I got headphones, but I was stupid because I got $20 headphones. They're still shitty. I should have just paid a little bit more money and get better headphones. So, well. Real quick note on Best Buy. I'm probably never going to go to Best Buy again. I think they suck ass. The horror section is only like this big. You know, like this big of the horror section is pathetic. But that's not it. First off, the CD player, where I wanted to get it, they had bunches of boxes of fucking TVs in front, so I had to like squeeze in. But more importantly, let me ask people. So, Best Buy is an electronics store. How many people know what a gamepad is? Take a little. Give up? Okay, if you don't know what gamepad is, that's fine. You wanna know why? Because you don't work at Best Buy! I asked 3 people. Gamepad is a controller where you plug into your computer, your laptop, or whatever, to play games. Because I'm like, maybe I like to play some games, Nintendo, Super Nintendo games, but I want to use a pad, instead of just the keyboard. But they didn't know what the hell I was talking about. Even though there's 2 spots that they have that says gamepad, they're empty. But 3 people asked. 3 people, they didn't even know what a gamepad was. It was like I said, hey, do you have the Ark of the Covenant? Do you have an alien's vibrator? Do you have John Claude Van Damme's toupee, black silk underwear? Or William Shatner's toupee? Like, I'm not asking for that shit. I'm just asking for a gamepad. And they didn't know what I was talking about. One guy said, okay, I have a customer, but I'll look for it. And there's like 3 other guys just standing around. I'm like, why don't you tell one of these guys who are doing nothing to where it's at? But I got pissed because it's hot as hell. I have a cold. I have a big fucking CD player in my hands, as well as these movies. I just left, and I'm not going back there. Fuck that. Those receipt things where they say, hey, you can let your info. I let them know what I thought, so won't do anything. But I got these 3. 2 are TV series. But I wasn't going to get this, but I like the show. I was going to wait till it's cheaper, but it was $25. I'm like, that's fine. I got Robot Chicken Season 5. Which, if you haven't seen Robot Chicken from Adult Swim, each episode's about 11 minutes long. It's mainly dealing with action figures. It's all done in stop motion. They get a lot of people doing voice work. I mean, Seth Green, Breckenmeyer. They have a lot of guest stars. They have the guy who played Flint in the original G.I. Joe. The original guy who was Brainy Smurf from the Smurfs. Frank Welker. They got... it's basically 11 minutes of just random skits. And they do a lot of pop culture. So you'll have one with like the Smurfs. Brainy Smurf looking in a murder investigation. And it's a la the movie Seven. You have the cats from Saved by the Bell, and they're in the movie Jigsaw, Saw. They're trapped in the bathroom of Saw. It's all done with action figures and stop motion. And they got like, that one, they got a lot of the voice actors from Saved by the Bell, like Mark Paul Gosselaar, and I know they've had Christian Slater on there, Steve Ulrich on there, Roddy Piper, and Hulk Hogan. They had him on Hogan's Heroes. Like the TV show, but it was wrestlers in World War II. And Roddy Piper, how you doing, you fucking Nazi? And gives a Nazi a fucking suplex. They had one like the Grand Theft Auto, but what if it was the Mario and Luigi? And you just have to see it. It's just really talented. They do a lot of stuff with Charlie Brown and Transformers, Smurfs. Uh, they've done stuff on Popeye. They've done stuff, a lot of stuff in the 80s. Even little references like, oh my god, they actually referenced Kroll. They actually referenced Big Trouble in Little China. They actually referenced this and that. I mean, Sleepaway Camp and Star Wars gets a lot of play, and but they also had a lot of the original material as well. It's just very well done. They had one, what if Beavis and Butthead joined the Teen Titans? Just tons of stuff. Voltron, but a lot of original material as well. And that's what's great about this series. You never know what to expect next. And season 5 was a lot of fun to watch. And the last episode was a lot of fun because this guy, like in the opening credits, this chicken was, made into this figure by a mad scientist. And the whole thing is he's forced to watch all this stuff. Well, at the end of the season, he gets out. You find out he actually has a girlfriend. And the whole third act is, because it's all random skits. It's a play on Tony Jaa's The Protector. Remember that scene with the one sequence in the staircase? It was going up and around the stairs in one shot. They do that, all with stop motion, all with action figures. And this guy kicking ass. And this little thing can be like a sword to a chainsaw to... Very well done. A lot of fun. And I highly recommend this series to people. Robot Chicken, Season 5. Michael Keane, everybody out there, definitely check this series out. It's a lot of fun. Check it out on YouTube. Just type in Robot Chicken. There's another thing I wasn't going to get, but I have the other seasons. I'm like, okay, it's $30. I'll get it. Simpsons Season 14. I wasn't going to get this because I wanted to wait until the series actually ended. Because even though I like the series, I do think it's a little long in the tooth. It should have ended by now, in all honesty. And I wasn't a fan of the movie. There's only like 1 or 2 jokes I really liked in that movie. I have it for a collection, but I like the series, so I decided to get this. Even though they still do the shitty packaging, where now because you have to open like this to get it out. It's mainly this whole bullshit here where, see right here, this is how you get the DVD out. You have to take your finger and you have to slide it out like this. They've done this the last couple times they've had it, they've done this. This is not the way to do it. You scratch your DVDs up like this. And then you gotta slide it in like this. Come on now. It's The Simpsons. I think you have a little bit of money. For fuck's sake. It's not like probably $1 billion industry on itself, The Simpsons. Fuck's sake. By the time you actually get all the seasons on DVD, or probably not even DVD, probably Blu-ray, or probably the next one, you'll be like 50 years old. So hurry up, Last on Best Buy, I got this, Mimic the Director's Cut. I like the theatrical cut. I have it over there. I haven't seen this film in a long while, so when I see this, I'm not really going to know what the difference is between the director's cut. So if people out there who have seen both cuts, let me know what the difference is. But I just, they have features on here, that's why I got it. I just Guillermo del Toro got fucked with a lot, making Mimic. So even this director's cut is not his true vision. But I'm interested in giving it a look. Plus, it does have special features, which is cool. Commentary with Guillermo del Toro, so definitely check that out. And then get into the bid pile. Oh, first off, also, hope people enjoyed the Coach at the Night Stalker TV show review. I was talking about the TV movies. I did get them from iOffer for $10 for both movies, TV movies. Because if I bought them officially, it would be $120 brand new, or $45 used. Yet I can get it here for $10. I'm sorry, I'm not paying $45 for 2 TV movies. I'm sorry. Oh, they're out of print. I don't care. Get them out of print. I'm sorry. I'm not rich. I can't pay $120. This whole pile here, you know how much this whole pile you see over there? And, all of this was $100. Like all of this was $100. You know, and here's like TV series and movies and double packs and all this stuff. Shitload of movies over there. $100. I'm not paying $120. I'm sorry. But now I have the 2 TV movies, which is cool. So I'll definitely check those out. Put that over there. And then this one I got because it looked like a fun B movie and it was cheap. Infestation. This one I got because I like Richard Gere, but there's not many movies in general of his that I like. I mean, No Mercy was alright. But there's not many movies that I love Richard Gere, but I like the actor. So I wanted to give this film, I saw a long time ago, The Mothman Prophecies. Even though the DVD is a little bit stuffed up, I hope it works. That's the one thing, you get them cheap at GoHastings, but you know, you always sort of like, some are better than others. I know my friends Michael Keane and Effrey had this, so I decided to get this. The Terror Within and Dead Space. Dead Space is the sort of remake of Forbidden World. I'm not sure if I think I heard they actually use some of the same footage, but it's Mark Singer, so I like Mark Singer. And then Terror Within is a ripoff of Alien, but I found it enjoyable. And the same guy who directed Watchers 2. And there is a commentary on Dead Space, and it has nothing to do with the video game, by the way. But anyway. Although that'd be cool if Mark Singer did star in a movie of Dead Space. I know he's maybe too old now, but hey, I'd give it a shot. Fuck yeah. Mark Singer, hell yeah. I wonder what Michael Keane thinks of that. Maybe he thinks he's too old too, but Mark Senior as I don't know, but in the 80s maybe it would have worked better. This one I got because I remember just thinking it was so-so, but yeah, it was cheap, so I decided to give it another shot because of the 2 actors, Amos and Andrew. Had this on VHS, but wanted to upgrade on DVD. And the R-rated and unrated version, which is bullshit. I mean, it's only a minute more. Come on. No features, but it is Livewire with Pierce Brosnan and Ron Silver. I actually like this. It's a guy who's a bomb expert, but it's a little bit of a sci-fi movie in a way, because what if it's a lethal new bomb disguised as water? So it just seemed like, I think it's like a guy drinking water or something, and he's in like a courtroom and he starts fizzing, boom, right in the courtroom, and it's better than I describe it, but found an entertaining film, Livewire, very entertaining action flick. I think it's the same guy who directed Streamers. I believe Tristan Dudway. I think that's the same director. I can't remember, but I like Streamers. I like this film. I don't have Detonator 1 and 2. I should have gotten that Detonator 1 and 2. There's a double pack on there. Detonator 1 and 2. I should have gotten it, but just to check them out, but I didn't. So well. This one I got because a good friend of mine is a big fan of this. Got it for $7 or $8. I thought that was pretty cheap for a TV series. And of course, that is from my good friend Effrey. I have in my possession Season 1 of the Sarah Connor Chronicles. I will give it a shot, not anytime soon, because I have a lot of movies to watch, as well as work and jerking off. And, anyway, speaking of jerking off, but seriously, when I give this a look, I'll give my thoughts on it. I'm not sure if I'll like it or not. I know my friends say a lot of good things about it, but I'm also not the biggest fan of the Terminator franchise. I enjoy the first one a lot, but when it left that dark horror slasher tone, T2 I think is okay, but I do feel T2 is not the best movie of all time. I'm sorry, I don't. So I'm not the biggest fan of the Turner, and these actors, it's not like I follow these actors a lot, but I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a fair shake. Almost Heroes. Wanted to get this because I know this film, I downplayed it in the past, but I definitely know it's better than Wagons East. And I wanted to check this out again. I'm a fan of Chris Farley. It's sad he's no longer with us. I like Matthew Perry. Uh, and, you know, I think it's the only one I didn't have where he starred in it. This is another one I had that I upgraded to, on VHS, upgraded to DVD. Directed by Irwin Winkler. And that is The Net. Now, The Net with Sandra Bullock is a film that not many people talk about anymore. It's a film that kind of gets sort of made fun of nowadays because of, you know, we know so much more about the internet. Maybe back in 95 they didn't know as much about the internet. And yeah, I know I have a visitor. But anyway, I still enjoy this film. I know I didn't. And people make fun of it now. Oh, come on. I mean, not that this couldn't happen. It's just the way it's done and technology. You know, people are like, oh, it's so antique. Come on, so old-fashioned. But I really like this film. I do enjoy it. I had this, but I decided to upgrade it. Jaws, the 30th anniversary edition. I had I think the 25th. But this actually, the reason I got it, I didn't even know I had this booklet with it, which has a little bit of info and a lot of nice pictures in it as well. I got it mainly because it is a 2-disc. But I got it mainly because in that DVD I did have, the documentary was only 1 hour. Here, it's 2 hours. So I'm like, wow, I want to see what the other hour is. I'm a fan of Jaws. It has most of the same features, but I think it has 1 or 2 other new features. I know there's talk of there's a Blu-ray coming out, but unless that Blu-ray has the shark is still working, I don't care. That documentary should have been released a long time ago. I mean, Roy Scheider did the narration. He's no longer with us. I mean, give the guy that much respect, for fuck's sake. This is a 2-pack. I got it mainly for Gun Ho with Michael Keaton because I wanted to see that film again. Directed by Ron Howard. But also has this film, Jimmy Hollywood. It's a film with Joe Pesci and Christian Slater. So, directed by Barry Levinson. So, that'll be interesting. Switchback. This is a film I wanted to check out again because I like Dennis Quaid. And I don't remember too much on this film except the ending. I know that, you know, they really try to play off the mystery of who the killer is. But when you look at this cover and it says, the hunter is tracking the killer, but the killer is setting the trap. Okay, Danny Glover's right there. Gee, I wonder who the killer is. Is it Danny Glover, who's looking very menacing with his fuck you eyes? They pretty much give away in the trailer as well. I mean, it's horrible marketing, but hey, what do I know? I had this film before, but I had gotten rid of it because I liked it alright, but I didn't need it. But after seeing the documentary, More Brains, I really wanted to watch this again. The Return of the Living Dead. And this one, it's pretty damn scratched up. It's pretty horrible that they took this in, so this might not even play, but I hope it does. Otherwise, I will definitely let them know. You send me a movie that's fucking scratched up. I know friends of mine will laugh that I got this, but I do like the film. I wouldn't say I enjoy the film, but I do like the film. Maniac, the 30th anniversary edition. I got this mainly because I want to check out the features. There's another commentary track with William Lustig and the co-producer. There's an interview with Tom Savini, interview with Caroline Munro, interview with the composer. There's actually an interview with songwriters Michael Sembello and Dennis Makowski. about the song Maniac. So you don't know the full story. You actually interview those guys who did the song Maniac. That's hilarious. Maniac Publicity, Maniac Controversy, the Joe Spinell story. Which, what? I think that was on the original DVD, the Joe Spinell story. I'm not sure, though. But, definitely interesting. And checking out the features. And I don't mind the movie. It's definitely a tough movie, but this I buy more than the Serbian film. You know, fuck a Serbian film. Another film I had on VHS, wanted to bring up the DVD. Low Down Dirty Shame. Teen Ivory Wayans. He's really good in action comedies. I like The Glimmer Man. I'm sorry. I like The Glimmer Man. I apologize. I like The Glimmer Man. I like Most Wanted, and I like this film. And yes, I know, friends of mine don't like Glimmer Man. That's cool. But I do. And I like this film. Entertaining film. I'm not the biggest fan of this movie, but I wanted to check out the features, and it was, again, pretty cheap. Night of the Creeps, the director's cut. The problem I have with the movie is that whether the theatrical or the director's cut ending, they both suck ass. They both suck ass. They suck my ass. They can suck my ass. The endings to this movie can suck my ass. And Tom Atkins, I would like to have seen him more in the film, kicking more ass. I don't like what happens to his character. I think that's bullshit. He was the most interesting character. But there's still a lot of good things to this film, and it definitely has a shitload of features, which I want to check out. So, Night of the Creeps. This cover is shitty. Whoever thought this cover should be fucking hot tied. Mainly, you know, tie their balls until they fall off. These two I got because I've said before I'm a fan of Dean Cain. So I decided to get Fire Trap. I know it probably sucks, but I like Dean Cain, so Fire Trap. And Final Approach, with Anthony Michael Hall as the bad guy. You also have William Forsythe, Leah Thompson, and of course starring Dean Cain. Probably like a TV movie, but I wanted to check it out. Some Oliver Gruner films, considering I was talking about Automatic before, which I don't know why that's not out on DVD here. If it was, that it's hard to find or out of print. But there's a few more that I wanted to get. Mercenary, but they sent the wrong movie and then they didn't have any in stock, so thankfully I'm getting my money back. Believe me, I will. It was called Mercenary, but they didn't have that. One called Savage, but I don't even know if that's been on DVD, and even then, I wouldn't be able to find it. But I got these three. I had the second one, and these are basically stuff you see on Sci-Fi Channel, but I got it because it's Oliver Gruner. I have the second one there, but the first Interceptor Force with Oliver Gruner and Ernie Hudson. I don't know what the hell this is, Escape Velocity, but I got it because it was cheaper to get two than to get this by itself. Really enough. The other ones I got, I'm sure they suck, but you know, I like Oliver Gruner. I don't have Angel Town, now that I think about it. I didn't realize I don't have Angel Town. Damn it. That's another Oliver Gruner I need to get one day. Angel Town, the UK DVD of Automatic, Mercenary, Savage. I do have Nemesis, but got Mars. Again, I've heard this film sucks, but it's Oliver Gruner. I wanted to check it out, so Mars. It's one of these glass case ones that. How the fuck do you open it? Oh. And then I got Escape Velocity. You know what's funnier about this one? It has a commentary track with director Philip Roth, special effects guy Andrew Hoffman, and Oliver Gruner are all in the commentary. So it could be better than the movie. That's crazy. This actually has a fucking commentary. But Nemesis and Automatic don't. This one, I was surprised that this actually got on fucking DVD. I didn't realize this was on DVD. From HBO. No features, but it's out on DVD. And I got this for like less than $5. Full Eclipse. This is a less than $5. Full Eclipse. A nice little werewolf film. Marvin Peebles is good. I have a little bit of problem with the ending, once again, but the rest of the film is entertaining. Anthony Hickox, I think, did a good job. But it's Full Eclipse. I think this was like $3 or $4 for this film. Full Eclipse. I didn't even know this was out on DVD. I do now. Oh, there's another Dean Cain film that I got, which is Dean Cain and Brian Bosworth. And that is Phase 4. And this has a little bit of action, although I wonder if it's the action that you steal from other movies, like literally, or what. But hey, Dean Cain and Brian Bosworth. Since I saw Cowboys and Aliens, I wanted to check out these movies again with Daniel Craig. I didn't have them, and I do enjoy them. Casino Royale and Quantum of Solace. I like these films. I'm not a big fan of James Bond. I didn't grow up with James Bond. I like GoldenEye and Tomorrow Never Dies. And those are two other movies I could have gotten. So let's see. Automatic. Detonator 1 and 2. GoldenEye, Tomorrow Never Dies. Cannonball Run 1 and 2. Now that I think about it. Those other movies I could have gotten, but maybe next time. It's just that it was free shipping and they were really cheap, but anyway, I like these two films. A lot of people hate them. Well, more people hate this one, and I don't understand that. I don't understand, if you like this film, why hate this film? I mean, they're both serious, and Daniel Craig kicks ass. The action's really solid. And, yeah, they're PG-13 movies, but, you know, they did it right here. James Bond was, I don't think, ever an R-rated type of guy. I like that he was serious. They killed someone he loved. He's going to kick some ass. I'm fine with that. And I've been wanting to get this one for a while. With Christopher Lambert. Directed by Russell Mulcahy. It's basically a take on Seven. But very solid. If you like Seven, you should see this film. I've actually heard a couple of people prefer this over Seven. Not too many, but Resurrection. On the brink of genius is the madness of a serial killer. It's basically a serial killer that is trying to replicate the body of Jesus Christ by killing people and stealing their body parts to construct an actual body of Jesus Christ. And you even have the guy, Leland Orser, who was in Seven, plays Christopher Lambert's partner in this film. Leland Orser in Seven, he's the one who's like, you know, he was freaked out. He was tied in the bathroom and, you know, had to, you know, rape the chick with a knife or something like that. And he was like, he's actually plays the partner in this film. But anyway, that's the haul I have right now. So you think about the fact that if I can. All this was pretty much $100, including the TV series and special editions and so on and so forth. $100. And that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. TV show 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I know Mimic I got on Best Buy, but I counted the one that where it's a 2-pack, 26. About 26 movies, or 25 movies in a TV series. I say $100, but it was actually like $94. It's actually not that bad, $94 for all this stuff. So I think it's a pretty good deal. So anyway, thanks for watching. Take care, and we will see you later. Ciao.